Whistler Blackcomb opening early this weekend, which is great. Lots of snow, but the weather could get warmer, cooler, which makes it a little bit more dangerous. And you want to go adventuring, you want to go out of bounds. Dave is here to tell you what you need to know. Kate, did I get this right? You cross-country skied across Alaska?
I did, with a good friend of mine, Kevin Valley, many years ago, but I'm still adventuring every day in different forms of backcountry ski touring, snowshoeing, and snowmobiling. Okay,
so the pack that I'm wearing, just for reference sake, we're going to show you at the end of the segment what this is. This is what you wear if you're going to go somewhere where there's risk of avalanche?
Right, that's an ABS airbag pack, and we're going to show everybody how it works after.
I'm a little bit scared, but I'm okay with it. Let's start with what we need. These are some of the basic tools that if you're going backcountry, if you are going adventuring, you need these when?
Right. Well, when you go into the backcountry, when you're a snowshoer, snowboarder, backcountry ski tourer, or snowmobiler.
These are the must-haves.
Right. Now, the most important thing we want to start off is education. So anybody who's going to go into the backcountry should always take an avalanche skills course. And that's a 2-day course that you can take through local guides in your area, through Whistler or the Canadian Avalanche Association, and they'll teach you how to use all the gear and also what to look for when you're going out into the backcountry.
Okay, and that's just common sense, be responsible, could save your life. You just never know.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
So what do we have here?
And then one of the coolest gadgets I brought in, and this is an InReach SE. This is brand new, and this is like the perfect Christmas present for the adventurer and your family. This is a satellite communicator, so if you get into trouble, like a real emergency, it has a direct link to 911 or search and rescue. Now, above and beyond that, it also has preset messages so that I let my wife know when I'm adventuring or if I'm out with friends where I am, and she gets a map of my location, and then I'm okay throughout the day.
Wow.
Or if I need help, and you can text, and if you have one of these, and I have, and say we split, we're in 2 different groups, we can actually text for free between 2 of these, and this is all through satellite. So
you're not going, oh, I have no cell coverage, we can't reach each other. This is the real deal.
Exactly.
What does something like this run?
So they run about $310, and very simple.
Very simple, and when you think about it, how much the equipment costs and how life-saving this could be, affordable.
It's all about life-saving.
We could spend 3 minutes on each one of these things, but we're short on time. I want to get to all of it.
What we have here is the avalanche gear that you need to carry, which of course is a shovel, a probe, and this actually extends into a long probe. If someone does get buried in an avalanche, this is how we find them. These are the tools. We see that coverage,
right, when people are walking through, just checking through the snow.
These are beacons by BCA, and these are Tracker 2. So these are 3 antenna beacons. We both wear one, and when we're out in the backcountry, if you get buried, I just pull this, and this actually will find you.
Tells you.
All right.
Wow, that's
incredible. Very, very simple and easy to use.
All right.
And then here's some of the gear that we use for ski touring. Obviously, this is a ski touring boot and binding and ski. The ski is very similar to what you'd ski on Whistler, but the binding actually allows the boot to actually pivot forward. And by putting these skins on the bottom, you can actually walk uphill. Then when you get to the top, you take the skins off. You put the binding sort of back into alpine or downhill mode, and you ski and they also make split boards where the snowboard splits apart, and you can do the same thing.
Fascinating. Obviously, you need to wear your proper headgear and carry with you the supplies that you need. You don't just go, hey, I think I'll go backcountry skiing today, and head out of bounds wearing just your ski suit, your poles, your gloves, your toque, and off we go, right?
Right, exactly. And it's all about getting education, doing things properly, and then they can be done safely. I mean, I go into the backcountry every day in the winter, and as long as you have the right tools and you have the right education and you know what to look for, you're all good.
Give us your 3 tips.
Well, my 3 tips are really to look at the weather, and then also communicate within your group. We talked about this before.
Yes.
A lot of it comes down to ego, and so it's really letting, if you go out with new people, make sure they're comfortable. That's the biggest thing. And then prepare to say no. You don't have to climb every peak to the top, and you don't have to ski every slope. In fact, what will keep you alive in the mountains is that valuable lesson of learning to say, not today, I'll save it for another day.
And know your limitations. If you're feeling the pressure to go, I've got adventurers in my world, and I often say, you know what, I'm good on this blue run. You guys go and do that big bowl in the back. Okay,
exactly.
Ready? Russ, Kate, I'm doing the pack.
If you get caught in an avalanche,
this is what happens. I think I just made the best of BT, Russ.
You're getting a heart attack.
So this just makes you bigger. So bigger things float to the top of an avalanche debris. So that's why you wear an avalanche airbag pack if you get caught in an avalanche.
Dave Norona, professional adventurer advice. Russ, Kate, you're going to tell us when the snow hits the mountain.